Awesome. I love sudden internet losses. Sudden internet losses. Goodness knows I love losing the internet. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. This is why I pay for 1 gigabit. Because it works so well. Alrighty. I'm trying to remember where I was. I think I was talking about the difference between Destinies and Tainted Grail. So, Sharing, I believe your name was. Sharing, if you come back to this at any point, that's kind of what I feel like is the core distinction between the two of them. And, you know, if you come back, that this is the end of my answer. That's all I've got for you. That's all I've got for you. I hate losing the internet. It is a very frustrating thing. But we'll see. That's what I hope too, Zomer. I hope it keeps it up as well. Because honestly, if I lose it again, probably just need to call it quits for the day. But I'm here. Here again. Driving behind a semi hauling logs. Oof. That is one of the types of semis that I never like to be behind. I try to get away from them as much as possible. That's a terrifying semi to drive behind. What's up, Keterin? Hope you're doing well. Hello to Finland. Hello to Finland. We'll see if this one works, you know. The other one made it 35 minutes, I think, before it pooped out. So we'll see how this stream goes. Goodness. Anybody else have any questions about Destinies? Again, I don't have access to my studio. Okay, there we go. Are the playable characters from known fairy tales as well? So from the first scenario, hey Jonathan, hope you're doing well. From the first scenario, I didn't really deduce any direct correlations with like known figures from fantasy and like from fairy tales and stuff like that. I mean, it does on the campaign page. There is a vampire, which could be Dracula, could not be. Again, the prototype that I had only had one of the 4 scenarios in it, so I'm unsure as to how it unfolds from there. But I do believe that I do assume that, like in reference to your question, I do assume that Baba Yaga will be in it. Just based off of the cover of that, I assume Baba Yaga is going to be in there. Finally got the drugs, and the cold is starting to give up. That's good. So glad. Like, Amber and I have been sick for the last, 3 weeks. It's been not fun. So ready to get over that myself. So I get that and hope you feel better soon. Loopy, what's up? Squeakity squeak squeak. Picked up the Myth and Folklore expansion since that's been unavailable. Nice. I'm glad you backed it and hope you enjoy it. Yeah. What is that painting behind you? Can't really see it, but it seems Art Deco. So this used to be on the wall. Let me move over. That used to be on the wall of my dining room where I actually started filming for the channel. And it goes that way. I mean, I guess it doesn't have to, but we had it horizontal or landscape. And, yeah, we repainted in there to make it bright. And we painted in there to make it bright, so we took it down, and this was the place where it got stuck. But I can move it so you can see all the games. There we go. So, let's see. Devin Live, what's up, Tones? We just wanted to see your tushy. Oh my goodness, my tushy. I've been exposed on camera. I did see that 20 Strong is live. Witchwood is live. Cosmoctopus is live. 20 Strong is live. Now I need to pull up 20 Strong as well. So, yeah, no, I'm happy with given all the current crowdfunding campaigns and your commitment to not buy new games. How are you restraining yourself? You know, I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. I've been restraining myself because I've had deliveries come in. Oh, yep, Queen's Dilemma is live. Man, I did get like so many emails this morning, so you're right. Queen's Dilemma is live. I'm excited about the video game that Horrible Guild is doing, the solo game. 20 Strong is live. Yep, so many stuff is going live right now. But Jonathan, to answer your question, I had Tiny Turbo Cars has come in. So the racing game from Horrible Guild, speaking of Queen's Dilemma, Tiny Turbos has come in. And then in addition to that, I've also had Resurgence come in. And that's from Stan Kordanowski and Half Kingdom. So Resurgence has come in. And then in addition to that, I've also had Endless Winter has come in. All of it. So that's come in as well. And then I've still got Oathsworn. And I've got Vengeance Episode 1 and 2 for the Vengeance Roll and Fight that I need to play. I've got all the games that Alex sent me. I've got the Mind Management books to read. I've got Pax Pamir and John Company, which I've already done those videos on. I've got my organizers that I need to organize all of Marvel United and all of Marvel United X-Men on. So I need to, organize those. And then I've got all the other games that I own that I still need to play. So I'm restraining myself. It's still hard. There are still things that I want. Like I want Cosmoctopus. I want the Destinies, all-in bundle minus what I already have. I want 20 Strong. I want anything Chip Theory does. So, I want 20 Strong. I want Queen's Dilemma. I want it all. But I have enough to where it's making it easier for me to just pause. And the good thing is I can still get expansions. Like I need to do the pre-order for Immortality for Dune Imperium. Where is that? Where's the pre-order? Where's the pre-order for it? Where's that pre-order? Dune Imperium. Come on. Where's the pre-order? Where's the pre-order? Where's the pre-order? Where's the pre-order? I got the email for it. Where is it? Dune. Direwolf. Boop. Pre-order now. There we go. Here's how I'm making it, Jonathan, because I'm doing things like this. I've backed like 8 campaigns this month. Gonna need to take a several month break. That is a lot of campaigns. That design chat you had with the Cosmoctopus was so good. Hey, thanks so much. I really have enjoyed doing those design chats, and I would like to continue doing them. So I really appreciate that you like them. It's definitely not something that most people watch. That one and the Harrow County one, like they're not great performing videos, but I really, really do enjoy those conversations. I've backed several campaigns. Yeah, Cthulhu Death May Die. Oof, man. I thought Cthulhu Death May Die was on November 15th. I thought Cthulhu Death May Die was November 15th. Could have sworn that's when it was. Pre-order. Let's see. Hello! How's it going, Sreb? Hope you're doing well. Wish I could just order the Too Many Bones one for 20 Strong. Oh, do they have different decks not singularly available or whatever? Immortality pre-order. Add to cart. Boom. Checkout. Yeah, November 15th, I think, yeah. I was holding strong a big part of the year, but then there were projects like Septima, Moonrakers, Dark Quarter, Distant Skies, yeah. So, no, I mean, for me it was, the one that I broke on was Dune War for Arrakis. I can't not back that. I can't not back that. I have to. Maybe they pushed it back. I'm not entirely sure. It's very possible that it used to be the 26th or something, or whenever you said, and maybe they pushed it back. The last time I saw it online, on like Facebook or whatever, it said November 15th. Oof. Man, that's like over a third the price of the game for the shipping. A world we live in. That's okay, though. All right. Let's go ahead and do that. What's the code for this? 818. Confirm. 819. Let's do that then, if that's how you're going to be. 0328 818. Boom. Let's do this. Getting Dune Immortality expansion. All right, there we go, guys. That was my purchase. On a day when all these campaigns are live, that's my purchase. An expansion for a game I already own. There we go. Dune Imperium Immortality on the way. What is Destiny up to now? They're up to 170,000, so they're almost at 700% funding right now. I love Dune Imperium so much. I'm hopeful, based off of how I've heard people talking about it. I think the Endless Winter and Dune Imperium are they're gonna sit in two completely separate spaces in my head and also like in my collection. So I'm not too worried about one of them pushing the other one away. But yeah, no, Cosmoctopus is doing good. Over 300 backers right now. Do they have a hamster promo? No way. They don't have a hamster promo. You're messing with me. You're messing with me. They don't have a hamster promo. They don't. That'd be cool. Ooh, I do need to get those hamster images from my cousin. Are you going to do a playthrough of Forbidden Stars with expansions anytime soonish? Tones. I'm first things first, I need to play it with them. I have the minis. I just need to do a video. I need to record a video. Again, don't have access to my studio this week, so I need to record a video that shows off the minis and the token upgrades that I have. I also need to get a box for it. I need to bug Joe. I need to have him help me make a box. I need something to protect all of it because it's all just loose. It's just loose stuff, and I definitely don't have room in the core box of Forbidden Stars, even though I should because I got rid of the trough. But it's got a bunch of Feldherr foam inserts that organize the whole game, so I definitely don't have room. There might be something hamster-like heading from Finland to Quackalope HQ. Oh my goodness. I will have to pester West and Shira to forward it on to me. So Tones, I do plan on doing a playthrough of it. The only question is going to be when. I don't know what soonish relates to for you. The thing that would probably make the most sense is sometime maybe in December or January, just based off of the reality of when I can get it played once or twice. But I would love to. It would definitely be one that I could see if we could film it at the Play the Game HQ studio, because they have enough space that I could film it at multiple angles. So I'll have to talk to Daniel and Allison about that. What was the song in the Marvel United shorts? His beeps and boos in the search bar. That was What was that song? That was, let me check that out. Shorts. I did enjoy that song. Let me look at the details. Let me see if it shows me. It doesn't. Let me go to create a short because I think I could find it faster by looking at the sounds. Top sounds. Let me see. Let me see the. Yeah, it's Money So Big by J.K. Beats. Take your time, just looking forward to it. Oh yeah, and then I tones. I just think it would make more sense in that studio visually, if not there over at Alex's, but he doesn't have the expansion. So trailer for Dead May Die posted through. It says it launched on Kickstarter on October 26th, unless they did indeed push it back. I wonder if that's just an error, or if the thing I saw was an error. I'm going to go to Facebook real quick, Jonathan, and I'll try to look that up real quick. Simon. It does say October 26th on that, just that small bit of the trailer there. Let me go and see what posts they've done. Huh. Interesting, because even just yesterday, they said 48 hours until it's unleashed. That's so weird. I could have sworn the thing I looked at said November 15th. Like I would have bet money on it. Friday the 21st. I don't know where that is. Jonathan, it looks like you might be right. Looks like, yep, it says it on the big banner too. Yeah. I don't know what Facebook ad it showed me, but looks like you right. How's it going, Richard? I have not played Wander Cult of Barnacle Bay. I think, is that Panda? Is that the Panda Cult Games or something? Is that what they are? Wander, yep, Panda Cult Games. Yeah, no, I haven't played that one. I don't really know much about that series. I don't know much about it the first time. Let's see. 20 Strong is above 100,000 now. Witchwood is getting close to 175,000 euros. Cosmoctopus getting closer to 15,000. Nice. Guys, between the first stream that failed with the internet and this one, we're almost up to like 55 minutes. Look at us. Yeah, I mean, Jonathan, to go back to your earlier question, I'm always tempted. Honestly, I don't even think it's the amount of games that I have, because I still want new things, even though I have a lot of things. I think it has just been the process of saying no. The process of saying no has made it a better habit and easier for me to say no the next time. And I think the knowledge that most things that come out, even if they're on Kickstarter or GameFound now, most of them have a lot of availability afterwards. Only a few of them are have stuff that I know is just you're never going to get access to again. But even then, I think saying no has helped me say it more. Threw down for the storage and all new content pledge. The deal was perfect. Me. Yep. I know. I think that's a good place to be. Storage is so sexy, guys. That's going to be that's the new tagline for the channel. Storage is sexy. It's the new hot. The new trend is storage. Storage. Let me check out how Cosmoctopus is doing. Man, I really want to play this. I love the graphic design on the cards for Cosmoctopus is just delightful. What would you say are the biggest improvements in gameplay in Witchwood versus previous expansions? So, Katerin, and I haven't played any of the other expansions. I've just played the base game in Witchwood. I would say in Witchwood, I felt like there were more things to the world than... Like in the base game, it seemed like what was in the world was really just what you needed for your characters, and then a little bit extra to get items and stuff like that. And Witchwood feels like there's a little bit more flexibility. Maybe even it's still all attuned to the different characters, but it feels like there's more options within that subset. Devin shows storage. Ugh, I love it so much. And so, I think that Witchwood did some spatial differences, like the way that the map went out in this on the table. I'll just say it wasn't fully adjacent, which I kind of liked. It created a different visual experience. And then, in addition to that, at least in terms of one other element, it adds those mazes, which is another like nice little puzzle change. And then probably to me, I think like the narrative was more gripping. The other one, like in the base game, the narrative for the scenarios just kind of feels a little bit like a classic for Horsemen of the Apocalypse with some historical allusions and then like a little bit of different stuff. But this one felt more like intentional and direct in what the story was doing. So I do think the story and gameplay are improved or better in Witchwood than it was in the base game, which I think is just a matter of them iterating and improving upon the design over the course of since they started. Which is another good reason why the community editor kind of like allows people who are familiar with the system really kind of build some new stuff as well. Hope that the minis have a much better legend key. My brain should be able to grasp what you mean. Like I understand legend and key with map and like visuals. I can't think about what you mean with the minis, though. My brain is just not there today. My brain hasn't been there this whole month, to be honest. I posted my biggest gripes on the question you posted on Facebook. What question did I pose? Oh. On the post. On my post. You responded to my post. I'm with you now. My brain is there. Have you played Harrow County with 3 players, and if so, is it good at that player count? I have not played it at 3 players. I do think, though, that with 3 and 4, I'm very intrigued to try it out because it's just I love Jay's awesome. I think that design is so clever. I think they shot themselves in the foot on the campaign by saying it was a 1 versus 1 game. Like that's a 2 to 4 player game. It's a 2 to 4 player game, and you just start out playing it 2-player so that whoever's going to teach the game to people can learn all the roles. You know, it's like the idea of doing Root, but saying, hey, let's make a game where we just do Root and add on a faction each time until you feel comfortable with everything. Now, for Root, that wouldn't work given the balance stuff and still balance issues. But for Harrow County, it works because there's a way to play at each of those player counts. So I think, Harrow County is a 2 to 4 player game. It's not a 1-to-1 1v1 game. But I have not played the 3-player yet, but I do think that Hester, I've seen and like listened to what she does in action, and I've also seen and listened to what the fairy folk do, and both of those are like really cool, and I want to try them out for sure. Would you arm wrestle an octopus? It depends on how big the octopus is. The bigger the octopus, the less likely. What did you miss? You missed a first stream that dropped due to failed internet, and then you missed not much else other than that. Me rambling, which, you know, some people find that okay, some people don't. I don't blame you no matter which camp you fall into. Will the Witchwood scenarios form a campaign, or are they all standalone? Zomer, I think that they are... I think that... Oh, wait. You asked a question earlier that I missed. Wait for the campaign update. But no, do you have any hints about the changes to solo mode? I do not. I don't know anything about the solo mode. It's possible that it was in the dev testing app, you know, the beta app that I had access to. I did not check it out yet. Using your cult field powers, how long do you arm wrestle Cosmoctopus? Oh, I could arm wrestle Cosmoctopus until the end of time. Infinite. Do they form a campaign, or are they all standalone? So the way that Destinies does stuff is they're all standalone, but if you play through all of them, you can see the narrative connection between them. It does make the overall narrative connection weaker, but it does allow it to where you can bring people in individual scenarios and they get a complete story or a complete moment in the world. So I think that, like, I don't know the other 2, 3, 4 scenario, or the scenario 2, 3, and 4. They were not in the prototype that I had access to, so I don't know what they are. But based off of the cover and what I see happening at the end of the first scenario, I think that those are going to be connected. Again, in a looser way. That the scenarios are all somehow connected within the same world. The game remembers decisions. I think that that's going to be the case for Witchwood based off of what I played. So the base game, I don't think it remembered decisions, Katerin, but it does, like, it's aware of stuff that happened earlier. Like, you know, and I don't mean the character decisions, I mean, like, what the other stories were. Just based off of, like, what's happening, you know, like, you have war, and you have plague, and you have famine, and then at the end of it, I'm assuming, you know, you have the final one. So, like, it, again, I feel like the base game was loosely tied to the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, and cataclysmic or, you know, singular events happening in each scenario tied to those individual elements, but it does create a looser story. I think Witchwood is going to be more intentional and more connected. Taking a break from Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. Oh, nice. Nice. Like I said, the world felt empty. There wasn't really any other besides, oh, you want 4 items I needed. Well, I guess I've got to start. Yeah. There are some weaknesses, I think, to the base game, but I think they've been iterating and fixing and improving the whole system. Hey, Joey, how's it going? I do like an overarching story to pull you back into the game each time. Yeah, I think that Witchwood has that based off of, again, the visual art that it's showing of the Baba Yaga house, what I know happens at the end of the first scenario, and kind of the larger world that it's building. It feels more intentional. Hey, Petrified, how's it going? Did I answer everybody's questions? Jonathan, yes, I got my suitcase back. They did finally bring it back, which means I did get the human punishment, the beginning game that was in there, as well as pants and other things I needed. So all of that stuff is in there for show. Just, I thought about trying to do like a claim and compensation stuff, but I don't know. I feel weird about monetary compensation. Like if something wasn't if it works out at the end of the day, it's more just like I'm just kind of happy with that. But I definitely know that, if I begrudged it more, I could probably pursue that. But I'm fine. Show us the pants. Prove it. I think these pants. No, these pants were here. I think the other pants are upstairs. I don't want to go upstairs. I got a baby running around, and also like if I leave, you guys are just gonna want the chair. You're just gonna want the empty chair, and you're not gonna want me anymore. What were your quick overview thoughts on Witchwood? Petrified. Quick overview thoughts on Witchwood. I have played the first scenario. That's the only one that was in this prototype. So there's 3 other full scenarios. So it's got 4 full scenarios. I think that the narrative is probably more cohesive and is going to connect more each scenario to each other more than in the base game did. And then it's got 2 or 3 new gameplay quirks or elements that just kind of like switch up the design a little bit and give you some new elements to consider, like some new decision space and some new kind of like visual appeal and look to the game. So I am impressed with this, and I think this has improved upon what the base Destinies game offers. And again, I don't know Sea of Sand, I don't know Myth and Folklore, I'm not sure what they do, but I think that this fixes some things that I didn't like as much and makes it a more compelling argument to keep it, because the more of this that you own, the more stuff that the community editor is able to pull from, and the more extra scenarios you can get from that the community builds, which if you are aware of the PC modding community, once a group of people get behind something, they can really create some cool stuff. Are the rules still basically the same other than new elements? Yeah, rules are 100% the same. I don't think there was really anything that tripped me up at all. There's some stuff that visually shows on the app a little bit different, but everything seemed to be chill and normal for me. I don't think there was anything that struck me as different games or different rules. No, I think that they have a core system that they're improving upon, and I think that Witchwood, again, haven't played the other expansions, but based off of Witchwood, I think that they are reaching like higher and higher levels with what they're doing within that core system. Dark Quarter is awesome as well. That was their collaboration with Van Ryder Games, so very happy about that too. But yeah, I think that they're just trucking along, and it adds but it doesn't take away. Adds but doesn't take away. Ooh. How many feral hogs did you run into during gameplay? No feral hogs. I went out and went to the deer woods last weekend, and I saw some deer, but didn't run into any feral hogs. I would have shot them if I had. But it's muzzleloader season here in Arkansas, which is just not the best gun to shoot hogs with because of very slow reload. But I didn't run into any of them in the Witchwood either. So I have been feral hog clear. Feral hog clear. Speaking of Van Ryder, do you prefer Hostage Negotiator or Final Girl? I have not played Hostage Negotiator, but having played Final Girl and really, really enjoy it, the theme of Final Girl excites me more, and so I don't really have the desire to check out Hostage Negotiator because I know it's going to be a similar system, but with a less compelling theme for me. I really like how immersive the Final Girl world is, having all of those different like badass heroines and female protagonists. So I need to jump back into Final Girl. I really enjoy Final Girl. That was a lot of fun. And I've only done 2 girls in the one scenario and boss that they come with, so I definitely need to do that. As the earlier question about the miniature kit, I think they meant it can be hard to find which mini you need and where it goes. Oh, Zomer. You are so right. That's 100% what Richard meant. That's 100% what Richard meant. You're so right. Got all of my Season 1 Final Girl in last week. Nice! I'm glad you've been enjoying it, Petrified. I really do. Certain games, like when they're just very simple approachable systems, but still like derive a lot of joy from figuring them out and puzzling with them. I have a lot of fun with those. Loopy, how is life post Quackalope and with Board Game Co now? It's good. I'm enjoying myself. I'm setting some stuff up with Alex and Meg. We're getting some things organized. This is kind of like a transition month where I'm just trying to like help us get set up for some things that we want to do. So yeah, I think that would be. I'm looking forward to it. We want to do some live show stuff. We want to do some RPG stuff. Planning out some travel to each other to where we can get some videos filmed. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm more on board with the theme of Final Girl as well. Yeah, Jonathan, I think it's so cool. Visually, it's really, really like striking. I like everything about it. I like the design of it. I can't wait for the like VHS one organizers for it and stuff like that. I love the minis. Did you talk about Essen where you changed the convention hall, or did you enjoy Get Explore? So I talked about Essen a little bit, Nick. I did an Essen recap video, but I was mostly in the convention hall, though I wasn't stuck to my booth the whole time. I was doing booth shifts, so I was able to kind of explore the convention hall quite a bit, which I haven't always been able to do in some of the last conventions I've been to. So I enjoyed myself. I didn't really get to explore in Essen, the town, like at all. Except for like 1 or 2 nights we went to places, but we went like directly to them. So other than that though, I love Europe. I love going around Europe. I love traveling through there. I love getting to walk everywhere and go on public transportation. Really do enjoy like continental Europe and also the UK as well. I mean, London's like one of my favorite cities. So I had a really good time. I did enjoy that. Are you still coming up to Cleveland in November? Yes, Joey, I'm coming up mid-November-ish. For a few days. So let's try to schedule to get a burger or go to the Melt place and do grilled cheese, either or. Why is Meg so much better than Alex? You know what? You gotta listen to Meg talk for an hour and listen to Alex talk for an hour, and you answer the question. You answer it. Looking forward to all the new content. Thanks. So am I. I'm looking forward to it as well. I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying myself. I can't complain about the opportunities I have been given. So I'm just happy to be doing what I'm doing, happy to be doing it with the people that I'm doing it with. Are you going to join Camp Co-op at all? Someone else asked that. I don't have necessarily any concrete plans to insert myself into Camp Co-op. But Alex, Meg, and I are planning to do stuff on the main board game channel. I'm going to be doing stuff with them. I just don't know if it's going to be labeled under Camp Co-op. Not opposed to doing stuff with them, but I don't want to invade that if that's kind of their thing. Happy to hang out with them and do stuff as much as I can, but not sure the distinction of if it's Board Game Co. or Camp Co-op. Good, Camp Co-op doesn't want you anyways. I didn't say I didn't want that. I was just saying that I don't want to intrude. This is such a harsh turnaround. What's your plan for PAX Unplugged? Are you working on a hamster get-together? You know what? I should work on a hamster get-together. We should do I don't know, meet up for drinks or something like that and just have some people hang out. That sounds like fun. I need to organize that. Thank you, Jonathan, for, mentioning that. I need to organize a Devin Talks Tabletop get-together. So, the campers would love to see you make an appearance. I'd be happy. I'd be honored. Sounds good. I'll email you just as I'm going to get back from Disney on the 6th. Perfect. That's enough time for me, Joey. I won't be there until after that. I'd be up for drinks. Cool. Yeah. I think just getting together and doing something. Maybe I'll talk to Alex and Meg. Maybe we'll do a larger one. Do we bring our own tables? If you guys, why do you even have to ask that, Nick? Everybody brings their own tables. That's just how it works. Everybody always brings their own tables. Everybody always drinks their own. Little baby's crying. But, all right. I love all you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate this. It's always enjoyable. I'm going to go see if I need to help out with a baby. Devin talks about tables. You got to bring a table to have him talk about. Yeah. Otherwise, what kind of table am I going to talk about? Hope you guys have a good one. I'm going to be doing more live streams this week, specifically because I can't film videos. So more live streams on the way. More live streams on the way. I'll try to schedule them ahead of time, but you know me. I probably won't. All right. Thanks so much, Nick. Okay. Yep. Totally understand that, Richard. I get that. I get the booth life. Get the booth life. Alrighty. See you guys more time. More lives on the way. More lives on the way. Peace.